Hello, y'all. I'm out here doing it again by exercising. I just want to talk to y'all. And I need to tell you something what I'm feeling. And understand this is not to hurt you, it's to tell you something. Understand it's time to wake up and see the truth. People are talking about these cult groups and these elites and how they worship things they shouldn't, and they sacrifice for the money, and they sacrifice for our freedom and keeping us blind. A lot of you can be bought. That's the problem. Why would you sell your soul just for a moment of time, and you just don't know the hell that you finna go back to? You don't know what you finna face once you do it. And I'm gonna tell you something, they're gonna walk away from you and they're gonna leave you there. Because they're gonna promise you shit and they don't own up to shit. When it comes down to the creator and the devil and what they're offering on the dark side, they feel like y'all desperate. And a lot of them are, I hate to say, the elites is reptiles. And they're reptiles and they're from another, they're aliens, but you have to consent to give them, the demonic and the demons and the reptiles, permission to destroy your life, use you for whatever they want to, and you gonna have to accept it because you getting paid. Some of your allegedly your children, allegedly, and this entertainment purposes only. Y'all know some of you sold your children out, and you don't want me to be naming names. People want me quiet in these streets because you know why? See, I got one thing I can teach you is be strong and walk away. If you done something, you got no business, because I'm light and dark. And I'm on the light side and they want me on the dark side because they know what I have within me. They feel like they can rule with it. They think they can take this country completely down if they could break me into joining with them. But see, I'm not like that. I like fire to your ass. And for all of ones that being deceived and not told right before they sold their soul, I'm calling justice and judgment on the ones that were cursed and they had something in their sippy cup and they told them all these lies. And they said, if you, like that one statement somebody said, you can go out that door, but you're not going out that door, you're going off that cliff. How is that selling your soul fair when somebody said you're going to walk through that window? You going to either go through that window or go through that door. And what would you think? You're going to go out the window, the door. So that's you're forced into signing something you have no clue. A lot of you was tricked, deceived by the masses, and that's why they're after me. They hate to me to tell y'all that there's so much you can do. You just got to believe in you. They shadow ban me. They do everything to me. YouTube and I don't care, social media sites, allegedly. Anybody rich got association with these elites. They run everything. These cult members. And they don't, you're not going to pop in these streets when they don't want you to. Because they got people so mind controlled. You believe people's garbage. You take it in like it's real knowledge and you confused. And really a lot of you are confused on what you're here to do because you're working so hard and you can't come up. And some of you get sacrificed as soon as you get with these mates that are rich. They're in these high places. They're not the same mate. They switch you out and sacrifice you. And then you sitting up here, you down there they using you for your energy, and your husband or so-called allegedly that's rich or the wife, one of you sold one out. So they switch you out. They do that before they don't even let you get far. They think you got a contract. Oh, they gonna let me do this, and I said it myself for 10 years and this and that, but they ain't telling you. They're not giving me the fine print. That doesn't mean you're safe for those 10 years. Something happened to you accidentally. Something happens out there. Your contract is non and void. And that's how they can use you to get what they want and replace Hollywood. Allegedly, you know Hollywood's been changed, y'all. You know Hollywood, everything is coming out with sex, drugs, and money. And then how we treat them hoes, that's all you hear. And then the men up here beating on women and everybody getting a kick out of this shit and then they turn around and use women like, you can tell that I'm gonna tell you, the elites don't like women. The women get targeted a lot because they want man and man. So they kind of like trans, better than they like, woman and a woman. They want to use you in both ways, your wounds. So they'll offer you millions. If you do this, I will go and you can make it. And I will make sure you get there. And all they doing is sacrificing you early and put you on the dinner table and just say, lay down. They got a copy for you. Because you went and got yourself a DNA. You went to them cloning centers allegedly because they show you that. They want to let you know I'll clone your ass. Then they put chips in your brain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Turn that motherfucker up so you have an aneurysm or you going to have something wrong. Allegedly, entertainment on the street. The word on the street, you going to have an aneurysm and shit. And people get out there. That's what I'm hearing from Bernie Mac. See, you don't think I can talk to the dead. But see, I'm going to tell y'all something. The dead tell me they were done wrong. And it ain't fair what they done to them. And y'all sitting up here, they looking at their own kids. They looking at their parents. They looking at the people that sacrificed my cuz, my uncle. And it's the people in your family, they replaced them too, man. Even though they got you gone, they done made them and replaced them when they sold their soul to these people, to work with these people. They get them a look-alike, or they get them a clone made. Because you're not going to run because you can change your mind. And they don't like snitches. Like they think I am. So they put that magic on me and disturb my house. And disturb me all the time, but I'm used to it. It's nothing but a game in the streets. But I call justice and judgment on the every. You need to tell people why they sober. And you need to let them know up front. Because you're supposed to let them know. At least before you sacrifice anybody, or before you even get them to sell their soul. They ain't supposed to be hiding out their mind, because you can say anything. Then you drug them and then you give them no reason to where they either sacrifice themselves or they going out that door. And then they gonna put them in a nut house and say they mental because in their own drugs, baby, they can make up stories on you, baby. Man, they've been had so many stories about me, and I'm telling you, when you go through this initiation shit. They tried to initiate you and put your name down to shit. The only difference is me. You ain't got nothing on me, homie. You can't put me in no prisons where ain't nothing on me. I ain't did no crime. See, they trying to make a crime and, trying to put me there and I ain't never did nothing. I ain't hurt a soul. I couldn't even put magic on anybody because I love people. That's how deep I get on here and tell y'all these messages. Don't sell your soul because once you do, you better know what the fine print is. There's some details that you are not looking at. And sometimes we're high, you're not in your good right mind, you're on drugs, and you're selling your soul, and you're sitting there and they tell you, you're only gonna go out one way, and that's down that hill. And if you don't sign, you're just gone. And they don't mind, they'll do it. Because it's the fact you came in their domain. You want to be part of their stuff, and so you want somebody to protect you. How can the angels and the Most High come in there and protect you and you got your ass in there? Most High gonna let you see what's in there. And some of you already know what's in there. And you ain't helping the young people with shit because if you talk, they got so much money on you, they gonna turn up your chip. And you gonna be something. Well, your person passed away. Unless that person went to the Moses before they got here, and the autopsy don't show nothing. And then they clean the autopsy and tell everybody to shut their mouth. That's how crazy it's got on this planet. Everybody believes the nonsense that's given to them. And for years I've been sitting here. I'm 58 years old. Ever since a child, they've been after my ass with different people around me. But they only screwed themselves because I ain't sell my soul. I ain't never like that. See, the difference is me. You ask me if I'm going down or up. I'm not selling my soul to you. But I guarantee you, before I leave that office, it's gonna be some firework up in there. Because the angels coming with me. Everything's coming with me, baby. So if I have to meet you elites and y'all coming to try to come on my level, just remember the angels is coming too. And Most High, and you ain't gonna play with it. Most High and the angels. They'll whoop your ass before I get there. They know your thinkings. You can't set me up. I'm totally different. I ain't like these other people. Money make you drop. Your draws, no, honey.